Hi guys, this is Noiser with another episode of Equipped, the series where I share my preferred loadouts and playstyles for different operators. Hopefully you can find something that you can use to improve your game in Rainbow Six Siege. Today we are going to take a closer look at the French defender Doc. This guy is my wingman January 8th's most played defender, and although he's often been great to have on your team, his gadget, the stim pistol for reviving yourself and your teammates, have felt a bit too situational when it comes to reviving teammates. After the 4.2 patch, Doc can also regenerate health for himself or his team, even overcharge the health up to 120 points, which will only be effective a short while though, before it starts to degenerate. But before we dig further into that, let's take a look at the loadout. Doc is a heavy armor, low speed operator with a stim pistol as his special ability. With this, he can shoot 3 arrows to either revive or charge up health. Doc can now use his arrows both on himself and his teammates, and I'm quite sure the change raised his pick ratio as he gets much more use for his gadget now. Doc can choose between 3 primary guns, the SG CQB shotgun and the MP5 and P90 submachine guns. Personally, I think the shotgun is close to useless. It's slow and has an extremely short range, which doesn't fit my playstyle at all. The MP5 is a great gun with decent damage over all ranges, a high rate of fire and quite manageable recoil, which is why I equip it with the ACOG and the muzzle brake to lower the first shot recoil. It's the same gun with the same setup as I have with Rook, although the muzzle brake has been added since I did my Rook guide. The P90 is a low damaging, high capacity, high rate of fire SMG that has suffered quite a bit from a messy recoil. It's been better since the 4.2 patch though, so if you're interested in getting this gun to function well, try it out now after the patch. This is a short range weapon, and that's why I often equip it with that in mind if I play with the P90. For the secondary, Doc can choose between the P9 and the LFP 586 Magnum revolver. The P9 is extremely easy to use, so if you're struggling with handguns, I suggest you pick that one. I really like to improve with the Magnum though, so I often go with that for that reason. Finally, the shield or barbed wire depends quite heavily on what your teammates do and where you're planning to be, and that is one of the concerns I have with Doc after the patch. Doc used to be one of the guys you could depend on inside the objective room, lying with a shield in front of him or holding some dirty angle or kill hole. And I used to play him exactly like I play Rook, except for the addition of the stim pistol of course. Something happened in the latest patch though. Now, when Doc had the ability to heal himself, he all of a sudden turns out to be the perfect spawn or window peeker. With Doc, you can take the risk of peeking a window in the start of the round, as you have the possibility to revive and heal yourself to full health or more if you're hurt or downed by the attackers. And I must admit, this is a really fun way to play Doc, but I'm still not sure that I like it since more and more defenders are focused on roaming, and the most theoretically powerful objective defender, Tachanka, is borderline useless. Now, this is a Doc guide, but with the changes made to him, I can't help myself as I just feel I have to address this issue. The problem here is actually that it is so rewarding to play Doc as a roamer and spawn peeker after the patch, and that might be hurting the overall experience of the game in my opinion, as I think roaming is getting too rewarding and too common. If we disregard that discussion and focus on Doc for a while, his stim pistol can be very effective to revive teammates that no one would be able to reach in any other way. This can be a real game changer, especially now when you can restore their health as well as reviving them. Doc can of course revive himself as well, and a tip here can be to wait a bit before you do the revive in some situations. You will never be able to revive yourself and fight back if the enemy is prepared anyway, so it might be wise to wait with the revive. If the enemy doesn't realize that it is Doc that they have downed, you might just get the chance to take them by surprise, as I did here, where Blackbeard either thought he actually killed me or just disregarded me as a possible threat. So to sum this up, Doc is an operator you should try again if you have disregarded him earlier. With the ability to regenerate health both for himself and his teammates, he is a much more useful operator now compared to before the 4.2 patch. Doc is great defending the room, holding angles with his MP5 with ACOG, and also works great as a spawn peeker and roamer, as he sort of have 3 lives now, unless he takes a headshot, which of course will kill him instantly like all other operators. He works great behind shields in the objective room, especially far behind the shield, to be able to peek without being a big target. Check out my Rook guide for more information about that tactic if you're interested. And that's about it for today, guys. What are your thoughts around Doc, and how do you like the changes made to him after the latest patch? Do you have any tips or tricks of your own that you would like to share, or perhaps another loadout and playstyle that works good for you? Please share your thoughts by leaving a comment below, and don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you found this video helpful in any way, as that really means a lot to me. If you're not already a subscriber, hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with my future content. On Sunday, it's time for another episode of Quick Tips, and until then, I will keep being Noiser. Hej då!